Welcome back. It's good to see you guys on day two. I don't know about you, but I spent all evening thinking about all of the really good discussions that were happening both in the meeting and all of the informal conversations in the hallway. And I think that I would just reiterate how nice it is to have this community start to come back following being shut down. There's something special about being here together. I think that we have some new faces in the room, as well as I'm sure online. And so I wanted to not rehash everything I said yesterday, but go over a few things. First, we're taking a broad view of nanotechnology, really thinking about what nanoscale science can add, not necessarily what has the nano moniker. We're also taking a broad interpretation of impact and climate change. I think that while we would all love to say that there's a technology that could heal the ozone layer in the next year, I think we are taking a realistic view, and really the emphasis is to make sure that we're all working together and moving in the same direction and trying to increase efficiencies where possible. Second thing I want to reemphasize is that we have a tremendous set of speakers and panelists and moderators, but we also have tremendous perspectives in the room. And so again, this is an invitation for everybody to share their expertise with us. In the room, we have the mics. Online, there is a tool to submit questions and comments, and we have staff monitoring that. So please, throughout the entire meeting, do share with us. And then finally, this is the beginning, right? This is not a one and done type of thing. And along those lines, I wanted to emphasize something that Maria Fernanda said. We are planning a event as part of Tech Connect World, the World Innovation Conference and Expo in June down at National Harbor. We're organizing a big ideas session where either early stage entrepreneurs or people who are just thinking about being entrepreneurial can gain the insight of a number of people who have been there, done that, and kind of similar to the second panel yesterday, really give them the tools needed to explore some of those ideas. The other thing that we have in the works for this initiative, for the Nano4EARTH initiative, is that we are going to be looking at the technologies that are identified in these 2 days and trying to assemble subject matter experts around those technologies to really do a deep dive. And so I think a lot of what we should be thinking about is how can we scope all that is nanotechnology and all that we could do for climate change into a few bite-sized chunks that we can then go deep on and really not only identify those barriers, but maybe identify some solutions to those barriers. So on to today's agenda. Of course, we have an excellent keynote speaker in Dr. Cynthia Friend from the Cobley Foundation. I'll get to that in a moment. But then that is going to be followed by our third panel, which is going to really focus on setting goals for ourselves, setting goals for success, setting goals for us to maintain the forward momentum and stay on track. And then, of course, we are going to have a strategic planning session where we invite everybody to think about what we've heard and, again, kind of fine-tune these things as we move in the direction of some deeper conversations moving on into the spring and summer. Recognizing that not everyone was here yesterday, again, bathrooms, there are a pair of men's and women's both to the left and to the right down the corridors, and emergency exits are straight out these doors here. We were lucky enough not to have to use those yesterday. Hopefully we don't have to use them today.